What's up, Boss Tweezy? It's your boy Dun Beezy, and this is the start of the 100 hours of Rhythm Skating Challenge. I am developing a 1-hour street show to be performed in Chinatown. For the first 20 hours, I practiced my Usher impersonation. I've been focusing on learning the words, and I began learning the preliminary choreography, but I want to spend some time getting the details. I was having so much trouble skating consistently because when I skated for 2 hours, it was breaking my body all the way down. So I started focusing on conditioning my body, my hip mobility, my flexibility, and especially my lower back and hams. I'm so turned up on Usher music and just thinking about being more Usher-like that I'm in the bank. The first time I handed my ID, it was regular. It just was like, here. And then for the first time, I had a prop to understand, peace up, A-Town down. And then he does the move from Dangerous. Step out, step out. Let's go. Body into my mind for 1 second when I'm making up a roller skating program. Because this morning, I found a tennis court with a smooth ground. And the first thing that I thought when I was coming up to that tennis court, ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself. You just make sure people know what happened here today. One of the things that I want to develop is choreography that I would likely do in strength through the foundations. Because when I'm outside tired, really, let's keep it real, in the middle of a show, I'm gonna lean on my warm-up foundations and just having moves like this. I call them my Richard Humphrey roller dance package. Nice, warm, and expressive. It'll make me doing roller skate footwork look good. This is my groundwork conditioning. I'm working on a tutorial now. I'm gonna talk about that later. This is the ATL Steppe. Shouts out to my man Tony. One more time. This is my ATL stepping. I like to make sure that it's nice and strong because I use this a lot in my show. Can't forget to do it on both sides. Most people only stab one way, so I like the conditioning of this exercise. Now I'm practicing my freestyling. A big part of my freestyling is the groundwork. So I have to make sure that I'm practicing my groundwork in my training sessions. For my challenge, I'm doing at least 15 minutes of groundwork for each and every training section because it's a part of my 15 minutes a day for 30 days or less philosophy. Now I'm practicing some Usher choreography because this is a spin move I saw him do in a video that I've been having trouble doing on skates. So this is me in the hallway. I ain't say nothing because I was literally recording the video. I was warming up my ankles and my feet.
My skate spot is at a local park and it's like 1.2 miles away. Well, a part of that 1.2 miles is a hill, but a large portion of it is a flat. And I'm like, you could get there so much faster if you rollerblade. So, okay, can I rollerblade down a hill?
That was for shock value on going down the sidewalk.
This is the hill here. So this hill is like 2 blocks long. And let's look at the sidewalk. I skate on the sidewalk because people drive up and down this street like super duper fast. People drive up and down this street like it's the Autobahn. And there is no reacting. There's no stopping. There's no, like, I'm a zigzag between traffic. If you don't gotta stop and you can't skate this sidewalk, you can't do it. So I got to this trash can here and I said, oh, maybe I can roll down and then just turn here. I come down and I come through it. I picked up so much speed. And then at the bottom of it, I'm like, okay, at least you can just roll into it. You know what I see when I get into this complex? A speed bump. So I had to jump the speed bump. If I couldn't jump that speed bump, I would have taken a slicker pop. Ow! Ah! Ah!
So I made it, but it was not the level of roller skate where I was going to be able to record videos and give everybody a play-by-play. When I got to the flats, there was a moment where I realized that, yo, you're moving so fast that if you don't slow down, get to a reactable speed, you could roll into the street and hit a car because it's like the morning commute time.
So the first thing I do is I work on my jump skating. I'm working on the patterns because I'm trying to develop the moves for my next tutorial, and I want them to look natural. One of the parts of my training process is recording tutorials because it pushes me to practice foundations and make them look really good. It's funny because I noticed that I might not spend the time to make the foundations that good and precise, but needing to record a tutorial pushes me to do that. That was a rock throw, but I like the intention. That's why I'm smiling like that. I'm like, man, that's a good thing to think about. So here I'm practicing that move. I've been seeing all the OGs hit and getting really sure about how I'm getting into that grapevine. This is something I want to develop into the dip, around, and then get the stretch. It's looking a little shaky here, so I want to do it faster. I think I'm about to hit the TikTok. Boom, boom, boom. That's not the next move. I messed it up. One of the things that I pushed myself to do when I was performing in Thailand is to do at least 4 beats of groundwork every single song. That would make sure that I was exploring my entire style. So when I'm freestyling, I like to do that too. I'm putting Snap Your Fingers in my playlist. So I'm practicing snapping my fingers. The funny part is I'm from Atlanta and this was popular when I was a child. I can't remember how people did this on the street. Look, what was this? I look like a ballet dancer, hip hop dancing doing this. This move right here, I want to hit that and hit a couple more hip hops. I honestly do. I'm gonna let y'all know when I do it. You gonna know. You'll know. Hit him with the heave ho. Now let's listen to how I felt coming home.
So I just finished up my session and it is time for the skate home. The skate here was downhill. The skate home is uphill. Technically, I should be able to skate uphill in dry grass faster than I can skate downhill. When I was skating downhill, I kind of had to like bend backwards down the hill. And as I was doing it, I timed myself. At the end, it took me like 10 minutes. Thinking about it, it might take me like 2 minutes to put my skates on at the bottom of the hill. And if I walk really, really fast down it, I could just put my skates on at the bottom. But there's not really anywhere to sit. I could find somewhere and I could get a process, you know what I mean? But that skate down this morning was crazy. I'm gonna film a little bit walking up so y'all can see how steep it really is.
We are officially halfway through the 100 hours of Rhythm Skating Challenge. If you've enjoyed the journey so far, drop a like. If you want to see how much I'm going to grow by the end of the challenge, subscribe. Well, until next time, see you, Boss Tweezy.